engaged. Portal open.
Close the door.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Habs Global. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to another edition of Hops Global. Today is going to be real quick. Real quick. First of all, a big thank you to all subscribers on this channel. Okay, all those who have been helping me, and by the grace of God, we have been monetized by YouTube. A big thank you to YouTube. A big thank you to Hops Global, or Hoppers. A big thank you to all the subscribers, and a massive big thank you to the big guy up there, the Lord God Almighty, for making this possible. Greetings to everyone who is listening to me. I came on earlier to give a thank you message on the previous video. Today is going to be straight to the point. We have just 3 days, okay? We have just 3 days to go for the open main net, okay? With that being said, it is the utmost importance, okay, that we get updated with the most up-to-date information, and also keep in tune wherever we are. This morning, today is the 17th of February. Early in the early hours of the morning, I noticed something which I want to bring to the attention of the PyCore team, which is going to be very crucial. It is very crucial, and it needs immediate attention to. Now, whether the PyCore team is going to announce it, or going to let the pioneers that are going to be relevant to this information know about it or not, I hope somehow, some way, the information gets to them. Okay. Now, it is crucial because we have just 3 days to go. In the early hours of this morning, I did notice something on the Pi node, okay, on the node, or the networking, or the facility that helps to push and get the Pi networks transactions moving around, going quick. What did I notice? Very straight to the point. Number one, okay, and I'm going to show. I'll try and share a screen that way. You'll be able to also come on and be engaged within. So I will show you straight away. Now, this screen that you see is the Pi Network's official screen. Okay, this is the absolute one. Now, this has to do with if you want to be a node user. Okay, now, my main issue has to do, or what I noticed has to do with the Docker system. Okay, or the Docker software. Now, the Docker software, as you can see me trying to, if I try to access it here. Okay, I'm trying to access it here. So what happens is the Docker system works by using something we call containers. Okay, so the containers, or the packages, or the packets, work by using something we call an image. Okay, an image helps the containers to be able to engage with the network, to be able to do the transactions smoothly. But I am a node user. I've been a node user for the Pi network. And those who have been watching my program, you are well aware of this information. However, the most thing that I noticed that this morning, my node was acting up. Okay, so I was like, what's going on? And by acting up, there was some information that popped up, which stated that it stated that there was an issue with that the system it couldn't detect or install a certain software, and as a result, I couldn't access my Docker system, and I couldn't process any information. There was no transaction. I couldn't see anything that was going on. So it was then that I did further investigation, and I noticed that the number one, the Pi Network software, okay, meaning the Pi Network app, has been updated. Now, probably the update was came in as a result of in preparation for towards the mainnet, which is coming in just less than 3 days, basically less than 3 days time. But at the same time, too, there has been some software updates on the Docker system, which is going to inhibit or prevent majority of node users as myself from being able to contribute to the network. Now, what are some of the implications this can bring? With just barely 2 days and a couple of hours to go, we need all Pi network nodes active on, switched on, because when the main net is opened, there's going to be an influx of information, an influx of data. Now, for those who have been listening to me for some time now, you've realized that I've been telling you guys that I've noticed that the amount of, or the level of transactions, or the processing of the data on my node had decreased in comparison to the amount of data that has come in. The amount of data that is incoming for transactions were more, or have been more, than the ones that were outgoing. Okay. And I didn't pay much attention to, because it's a software and it's a system. And obviously, getting closer to mainnet, the amount of data behind. So this goes out to the Pi core team. Okay. And I know they listen to me and watch my videos. Please, please, please pay attention. Either you let all pioneers who are node users be aware of this change, and with immediate effect, do a reinstallation or a refreshment of their node system, or of their Pi, so the whole installation of the node, so that they can get the up-to-date version of the node system to be able to keep up with the once the OpenNet goes live. Okay, because once OpenNet goes live, you need all of your nodes. We have about 300,000 strong of nodes on the system, on the network, and this is vital for the smooth opening, or smooth mainnet launching date in 2 days and a couple of hours time. The earlier majority of pioneers who are node users get this done, the better. The better. That way, we have over 300,000 nodes running smoothly without any issues, without any problems. Because if we open the net and some of them are facing some of the issues as I'm facing, it means that they cannot contribute to the network, or they cannot contribute as a node to the network, even irrespective of the number of super nodes that we have. So it is very important, and this is very crucial. Not many people, the Pi Network core team, you guys might not be aware of this, because I mean, you have other stuff to deal with. But this is very important, because if you open the mainnet and there's a huge influx of information, but there are not enough nodes because of an inability to update their softwares or their systems in time, then there's going to be a backlog of transactions, which can literally be too much for the remaining nodes, which might still be functioning or might be waiting to come on. So, a PyCore team, this message is directly for you guys. Please, 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 if you can drop some information on the platform to node users, okay, so that they update their software. And like I said, I tried installing the new Pi Network software on my desktop. I needed to it showed me that there's an update for the software, so I needed to update it. So I updated the new update one. And also on the Docker system, as a Pi node user, it required me, or I got to know that there has been an update. Then number two, and then I'll bring this whole talk to a close. Like I said, I've placed it in different sections, so I will come again to give that for the pioneers and etc. There are stuff we need to talk about. But number two, for the Pi core team, please, Pi core team, I know you guys are listening. Please, number one is, I know, or I do not know, let me put it that way, I do not know the kind of relationship or the kind of partnership that we've done regarding us and Docker, the Docker company, okay, or the company that's in charge of the Docker system, in terms of whether we have any agreement whatsoever with them. But this is my take, and something which I've seen, and I think if we can be worked on, will be very, very crucial for the security of the Pi network system, okay, or the Pi network and its core and its teams or pioneers. That is the fact that majority of our, well, I don't know whether it's majority, but most of the nodes on the Pi network have to utilize what we call the Docker system as a means of processing of containers, okay, or means of activation of the nodes, and or use as means of containers and helping the system or the network to be able to function. My take is, should somebody want to have an issue or attack us, or should, and I'm referring this to the change of the Docker system, the new CEO of the Docker system, he has been changed. Now I am hoping he's somebody who supports the Pi network, or doesn't have any qualms or issues with anything that has to do with the Pi network, because I'll show let me show all my viewers, because it's gonna be short, quick, and then I will go and I'll come back again. Like I said today, um, any chance I get, I am coming on here. All right, so I'm going to show you something, okay, guys. So if you can see the screen, this is the official Docker system, okay, software or the platform for the Docker system. Now, the most important thing I want you to pay attention to says here the introducing our new CEO, Don Johnston. Read more. Now, I'm not going to read into it, and I'm not pointing any fingers, but the fact that we as Pi Network are using this software to help us to make our transactions quicker, faster, means that should there be any case where this Docker system is affected, it means it's going to affect the entire Docker system, or the entire pioneers that use the Docker system as a form of node, which helps the network. Okay, so if somebody is trying to get into the Pi network and is not able to do so, they can equally, or they might equally, target this Docker system or softwares. And once that software goes down, it means the Pi network will be crippled in a sense. Okay, in a sense. And as such, it is very important that we, by this time, start developing or moving towards creation of our own software, which will enable pioneers to be independently, or based just on the network, be able to engage in node transaction, node participation, and help with the system, the network, to be able to do transactions. So it's not going to be dependent on an external software like the likes of Docker system. This is no attack to Docker system whatsoever. It's just an observation that I've made as a Pi node user, and I want it to reach the Pi core team so that they can ascertain this and solve it. Now, all pioneers who are listening to me, my time is very limited and I'll be going very shortly. All pioneers who are listening to me, if you are a node user, please make sure that your Docker system is up to date. Okay, make sure your Docker system is up to date. I had to re-update my own, reinstall, recalibrate, do the whole node setup, which I've recorded down, and I'll post as another video on here. Like I said, today is back to back, so that you'll be able, whoever wants to also be a node user, you can follow the process, follow the steps that I went through, and you will be able to get it done. If you couldn't do any of that, please get in touch with me for assistance. Okay, we only have 2 days and a couple of hours to go. The time right now is 2:33, and I will be coming to you one more time, but this time is going to be for the pioneers. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe, okay? There's a lot to talk about, which all of us need to know. Hoppers, thank you so much. Subscribers, thank you so much. Really appreciate all the time and effort. This is me saying a big thank you, and I'll say bye.